And we're back, everybody. Thanks for hanging out through the break. Uh, and yeah, I heard we're gonna start a mission.
That's the word. All right. So let me see. Can you guys, if you're in roll 20,
Mhm.
I can. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
There's like a little bridge and stuff on it.
Production value.
Oh yeah.
Let me zoom out so I can put it on the screen and everybody else can see it.
Awesome. So I'm gonna read the little starting mission intro for Alana. So for those of you watching, each chosen comes with a starter mission that kind of introduces you to the world and does like an iconic military style mission, and we get to see kind of like what the Legion is dealing with at the start of their position, like what are they weak, where are they strong, that kind of stuff. So here we go. I'll just read it. With the crafting of Blackshot, the undead armies had been at a standstill in the Western Kingdoms, too well entrenched to attack directly and held at bay by smaller but far better equipped forces. That changed at the Battle of Ettenmark Fields. Now the Legion has been shattered, and the Cinder King's troops march east, bolstered with heretofore unseen horrors to fight humanity. You and your squad must secure a retreat for your comrades. To make it worse, Alana has gone off on her own mission and has left you to make do without her fighting beside the Legion. The Legion has marched across the Hoselbrook Bridge, the only easy passage over the Tigeria River for miles, but the undead are ceaseless in their advance. Your mission is to blow the bridge with alchemical charges. The enemy must be delayed if the Legion is to gain enough time to advance and set up a defensive position closer to the mountains. Can you stay alive long enough to blow the bridge? Who, if anyone, will make it back to camp? How will you deal with the advanced forces the Broken have sent to stop you? We play to find out. So this is an assault mission, and you guys have been authorized to take. So a standard deployment for the Legion is one unit, which is 5 rookies and or soldiers once they advance. So 5 rookies and 2 specialists, and you folks have been authorized to take an additional specialist on the mission, which means that there will be 3 specialists sent and 5 rookies. So of you 4, 3 of you will be playing your specialists more than likely, and 1 of you will have to make a rookie character to go on this mission along with their squad. So at this point, I turn it over to the Marshal. So Marshal, who is getting sent on the mission?
All right. I mean, I think we're gonna try to put out our specialists, right? I feel like we should probably do that.
You get 3 of them.
We have 3.
For this mission, yeah.
I think our scout for sure.
Okay.
Right. So, Karya, is that how you say your name?
Yeah.
Karya.
It's Carria.
Yeah. Our heavy, and I think our sniper.
No officer this time, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting choice. Not what I expected.
I hope some of you have martial and or discipline.
I got 1.
Nope.
Okay. Cool.
How many rookies are with us?
5. So
5.
you will have to name the squad, and you have to. So which squad is being?
Okay.
Is it Vulture or Crow?
Wait. Okay. So hold on. So I haven't listed anybody in the squads.
You should probably do that.
Okay. So that's the problem. So I haven't given anything about the rookies either yet, as far as character sheets.
All you need to do for the rookies right now is you need to
Okay.
pick 5 names. So you can decide to have 2 Panyar, 3 Zemyati, and that's your rookie squad. That's all you need to do, and then just come up with names for them. That's all. That's it right now.
Okay.
But if you're going to be playing a rookie, then you'll actually make a character sheet for one of them with a full set of abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
It's usually done.
Then maybe it makes more. I'm sorry. Maybe it makes more sense to bring an officer on board for this. Is that cool? Can I
Yeah.
go back
Yes.
and say that? Okay.
So who is going on the mission?
I mean,
Then it's going.
I was gonna say, I don't mind playing a rookie, but also I have 2 dots in rec.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also wreck too.
Oh well, then in that case,
Just be aware that whoever is wrecking is going to be clambering over the
Yeah.
side on a
The
rope or
scout's
something.
helpful for sure.
Yeah. So I think maybe officer. I mean, officer heavy scout makes more sense then.
You're going to make Ginge play a rookie? Okay. Okay. See how it
Yeah.
goes.
You make the rookie a rookie. It's
He
perfect.
just wants to kill me off so he can get his XP again.
It's okay. Rookies are actually a ton of fun.
I see you.
love
Yeah.
Rookies
I
are
don't
kind
know
of fun. I got to
if-
play a rookie the first time
So I-
we played, and it was great.
Kelsa
So I
was.
make a sheet real quick.
Yes. So if you go into Roll20 on the right hand side where the sheets are, you should be able to see them. There's Vulture Squad, and I just made 5 rookies. It said rookie 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just pick one and go ahead and fill them out just like you would a character. Rookies are really simple. It's the same thing. 4 dots, 2 heritages, and 1 ability. And the other 4
Sorry, can you
rookies.
say that one more time. I picked a name real quick.
Cool. Which rookie are you working on? Just so I know that number.
Rookie 1.
Perfect. So that's beautiful. So you're clearly Panyar. Just go ahead and pick 2 Panyar traits. Here, I'm gonna actually and where it says
So quick and shrewd, I guess. Okay, we'll do that.
both sound good. Where it says playbook, go ahead and type in rookie.
Okay, everything's changed.
And then if you click the little gear and select the gear is like top right opposite of the playbook. And if you select rookie and you click add abilities,
And then pick one.
pick one. Yep.
They're all very good. I love the rookie abilities.
You cannot take specialist right away, but it has to be your first advance. You get 1 rookie power.
Basically, the rookie powers are all really good, but you only can have one of them ever.
Okay, yeah. So okay, and then how many? You did the pips already. It fills it in. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Well, you will
Love-
get 2 you will get 4 additional pips to put wherever you want.
Okay, so I should
it-
probably
it's-
for this one do discipline or martial.
That's only if you want to command the rookies. You will have an officer. So, like, if you want to be sneaky, you can do scout. If you want to be able to blow stuff up, you want to take wreck. If you want to fight, you can take skirmish.
All right, I spaced them out.
Perfect.
Okay.
No, that's a good
You did,
loadout.
no, actually, you did exactly what you're supposed to. You're
Yeah.
perfect. So yeah, just pick a special ability. It's in the left-hand column, about 2/3 of the way down, and you're
Okay.
done. You made a rookie.
Alright. I'm just gonna read them real quick.
Cool. Take your time. All right, everybody else, you guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
And everything. All right, awesome. So let me take a quick peek here.
I'm naming all the rookies right now,
Awesome, you should do that.
except for
Except for
number
rookie
1,
one.
obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
I took the band name and made it one.
So the first mission, this is going to be an assault mission. So you're going to be gathering the assault mission engagement role, which you'll be doing here in a second, Marshal. So the commander has issued orders. The marshal has handpicked you all. The quartermaster has left the last of the alchemicals, and the army continues its march into the distance. On the horizon, the dust of the undead army heads this way. If they are to be slowed at all, you must destroy this bridge. Do not let anything stop you. So that's the mission parameters. Let's put together the engagement roll and see how awesome or terrible you do.
Yeah.
How
So
do
let's
we?
talk about the factors of an engagement roll.
Yeah.
So let's go to the top here. Resistance roll setup. Is there anything about setting up an engagement roll for an action? Is that part of the Marshall playbook?
Yeah, it should be if you open up the
Okay.
first. Yeah, it's on the left-hand side.
Got it. Cool. Sorry, I was looking at the very
problem.
beginning page, so I have to come back to it. Quartermaster. No, quartermaster, commander, marshal. There we go. Here we are. Okay. So I need to ask the following of everybody, right?
Yep.
Are all on the mission oath sworn to the Legion?
Yep.
Yes.
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 You get 1 die. Good job.
Does any soldier distrust the leadership or not fear them enough to obey orders on the battlefield?
No,
We're good.
not yet.
Good. No, don't worry. That's an or statement.
Yes.
Not fear them enough. So don't worry. Parameters are required specialists and equipment on the mission.
Sniper and heavy for assault.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'd have one.
Wait, it says take -1 die if that's true. Is that?
No, it's take -1 die if they're not.
Oh, got it. Thank you. Okay. Oh, right. They don't add dice. They just can only take away. Understood.
Correct. So if you
Yeah.
are going on an assault mission and you didn't put an assault specialist on the mission, you're going to lose a die. But come on.
Right. Did the Did the commander spend 1 intel to give you foresight? Okay.
No. I
The
didn't.
commander
then-
doesn't start with intel,
right.
but if things go wrong, you can always blame command.
Veteran. Is everyone on the mission a specialist or a soldier?
You have
Okay.
rookies.
Yep. So it looks like we only get 1 die.
And then
Wait. Then we
assault
have
mission.
assault. Yeah.
Yep.
Did the quartermaster equip soldiers with black shot?
So quartermaster, would you like to spend 1 bubble of black shot to give everyone a refresh on their ammo and also +1 D on the engagement roll?
Yeah, I think so. This is a very important mission, and I definitely think we need to go all out to. Otherwise, we're just all dead. So I think it's worth it. I mean, maybe not quite that drastic, but
It's going to be bad.
it's going to be real bad.
Right. So we have 2 dice for our engagement roll.
And finally, the last question on the assault mission, which I know the answer to,
Yeah,
but you
wound.
should read it anyway.
Yeah. So I'll read it anyways. Is wounds. Is any soldier starting the mission wounded? And I don't think you mean. Does that include? That's an actual wound and not trauma, correct?
Correct. Yeah, it's,
Okay,
it's
just
just
making
physical
sure.
wounds.
Yeah.
Because you're going
Okay.
into battle. If you're going into battle bleeding, that's bad.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
It will happen. It won't happen on the
Right.
first mission. It may not happen by the 5th, but eventually you just run out of resources and you have to send wounded people on missions.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'm ready to roll. Make a fortune roll. Unless there's an engagement function that I missed.
Nope. Just fortune roll 2D.
Yeah. I'll put engagement in here. 2.
I wish you luck.
A 4.
Risky. Cool. So let's set up the fiction a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'll give you guys a little bit of a sense of where we're standing and sort of like what the scene is when we start this mission, right? So it's nighttime, and the other side of this bridge. So this bridge is not like 5 feet wide. The Tigeria is like the Danube in Europe, or like the Mississippi, I guess, if you're in the U.S. It's a big river. And this bridge is kind of like the London Bridge. Like it's stone. It's got like massive pillars. It even has like little houses on the edges and stuff like that. It's got a couple like archways up top, like sort of like you go in. It's not a small structure. It's pretty large. So it's nighttime, and one of the things that you need to know is that on the other side of this bridge is what used to be the capital of Aldermark. And 3 years ago, it was destroyed by the Cinder King, and it's still burning. So like there is smolder, and like the house fires are still spreading through its districts, and there's like smoke and stuff coming up. And so like as you like step on the bridge, it's like drizzling. The cobblestones are slick. There are these like wagons and stuff from people that were fleeing that just got left behind and like fallen over. There's this like cold wind that like chills you to the bone that flows through it. And on the other side of the bridge, there's also this like weird kind of I want to say like a yellowish haze, almost like a thick fog that doesn't seem to want to advance past the river's edge, but is kind of like out there. So you guys are going to come onto this mission, and the first question I'm going to ask you is, what load is everyone sporting?
Heavy.
Light.
Normal.
Light.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Widespread. So unfortunately, in Blades, as thieves, you are people that know everything that's going to be coming your way, and you're totally prepared, and it's going to be great. But in Band of Blades, you're issued your gear before you go on the mission. So you're going to have to actually choose what you're bringing with you on the mission now. And there's a catch. There are 2 sets of satchel charges that take, or actually, I'm sorry, there's 4 sets of satchel charges, all of which are 1 load each. Now you can say some of the rookies are carrying the satchel charges, which is fine, or one of you can carry multiple of these satchel charges, but it's going to become important when...
If that's the case, then I'm going to take 5 loads so that I can carry 2 of those.
I was let's say I am completely decked out, and I still have 2 loads spare, so I can easily just grab 2.
Cool.
Okay.
So there's 2 more remaining. Where are they?
I'll do normal and take 2 of them.
Beautiful.
What do
Awesome.
I put that under?
There's usually like blank lines, or you can just make a note. Like I'll know because it's like just for the mission, and then they go away, so it's like it's no big deal. Okay. Cool.
Well, I thought it would make sense for me to carry them since I'm going to be the one placing them.
Yeah, but
I'm sneaky, so I can go with you.
You can both like you can carry it or you can hand it off. They're like physical objects. You
yeah,
can
I
give
was just
somebody
gonna
else.
carry
Okay.
them and then hand them to you whenever you like place
Hand
them.
deliver.
Yep. So that's not like unusual because somebody's going to have to clamber down onto the pillars and actually try and blow them up, like set the charges in and everything.
Mhm.
All right. So when you guys cross onto the bridge, you're looking around and it's like eerily quiet. Like everyone's like looking around trying to figure out what's going on. You know, you're checking all your sixes and everything, but there's like currently nothing here. So officer, you're in command. Who like how do you start the mission? Like what are you deploying people as?
Right. So the first thing I think of is establishing a good, safe defensive perimeter before we start blowing things. So in case we get attacked, we're set up. So I'm ordering our rookies basically, entrenchment tools kind of stuff, build up sort of those spike barricade or like move them in a place that they can stop and thwart any sort of quick advance on us. Use them as cover kind of things. So if there's anything around that I can tell people like that, to quickly kind of just, like port over, if there's like a stone, basically sandbag stuff, right? If possible, or like move stone or flip over that destroyed wagon or whatever to kind of like just build a sort of barricade.
Sounds great. Let me
Right.
this
So,
guy so that he's about right side here.
Is anybody from here?
Aldermark? No, you don't have any Aldermani with you.
Okay. So I don't have any Aldermani. Okay.
Most of them are dead.
Good. Then,
For my benefit,
Here's-
which side of the map are we? Which side of the map is the horde coming from, and which side are we retreating to? Just so that I'm 100% clear on this.
I'm going to just make a little pointer, and I'm going to say that the Legion went in this direction. So
Okay.
you guys came from the north and headed towards the south on this map. It's technically you went west to east, so this map is rotated, but you get the idea.
Gotcha.
And so you folks have been left behind. Like you crossed across, and as the Legion is fading into the distance, they gave you a bunch of explosives and said, "Go back like a mile or two and blow that bridge." Right.
Right.
So you know that the Cinder King's armies are also coming from this direction. At least the armies are.
Perfect.
That's the only thing you really know.
That's all I needed to know.
okay. I don't think I saw which direction they were coming from. Is it south or north?
North.
They're
Okay.
coming
Sorry. I
from
was
the
I was
north.
on my officer sheet looking at it.
We'll
I'm
be
sorry.
retreating
That's
to the
cool.
south if
Okay,
we
we're-
want to get out alive.
Thank you. Okay. So they're coming from the top. Thank you.
Cool.
Cool.
So I put your rookies here. Where do you want them to go?
And what are these carts on the road?
They're just carts that people have abandoned.
Yeah.
It's
perfect.
not surprise explosive cart. It's literally like
No.
people were trying to flee the oncoming
Right.
armies, and some of them fled for a while. But then, like if there was a press of people or somebody was
Yeah.
wounded or sick, these
Right.
things got left behind. So there are actually some carts on the bridge that you can like flip over and make it.
Yeah, totally. I was gonna say, okay, cool. So I'm just gonna very quickly just say, troops, listen up. Grab everything off those carts, push them up defensive perimeter. Right.
All right. Cool.
Anything there now belongs to the Legion.
Awesome.
If there's
so-
anything valuable. So I'm also implying I would love if part of the intention is either scrounge for gear, if that's a thing, if there's anything in there that's valuable or useful, while also flipping them over. Right.
Cool. So let me ascertain.
Is there a way I can do this viciously?
Not
Right.
really.
Okay.
But I mean, you're gonna. That's fine. Heavy, scout, and or I guess Ginge. Since you're a rookie, you're gonna be part of the rookie squad. You've got this officer telling you what to do, kind of. But heavy and scout, where are you guys deploying?
So I'm gonna be dropping. I imagine are we breaking these columns back here, not the middle ones? I imagine, or what's?
You need to bring down the bridge, so placing charges is important. But you don't like a bridge is not a bridge is attempting to be stable. But if you break like multiple things in multiple places, it's going to bring it down. I'll actually make a little clock.
Right.
So here's a clock for
Yeah.
blowing the bridge.
I guess what I was just gonna say, I'm going to place the satchel charges I've been carrying next to, because hopefully they're going to use the satchel charges I brought first, and then those are
Right.
just gone. So I drop
All
them
right.
near whatever column we're doing, and then I'm deploying in front of the rookies, like watching the fucking fog with tower
Perfect.
shield.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
fucking like flail in the other.
Perfect. Because then this is exactly what I say. So I start barking out orders saying, rookies, scour those carts, get anything valuable that now belongs to the Legion, and then move them to a suitable defensive perimeter. And for fuck's sakes, will somebody who knows anything about blowing up bridges come talk to me?
Sir.
Go ahead.
It's just standing there with charges as she was told to hold on to.
Do you know anything about setting charges? So, like, do you have rec?
I have 2 dots in rec.
Cool. Then you should.
I'm going to. Sir.
Talk to the officer.
Here, sir.
Good. Excellent. Tell me. What do you need?
I need those charges and some time.
Right. I can't get you any more charges than what we have here, but I'll do whatever I can to get you more time.
Good.
All right.
Awesome.
Look,
so,
I'm not expecting an attack from the north, so I'm definitely pushing them all to the south.
Cool. So
If that means anything.
you're definitely pushing what to the south?
Sorry,
carts?
flip the carts, to the south, because I'm imagining that's where we're going to get attacked.
Like, it
So,
depends
No,
upon
that's-
the grade.
right?
Other way around. Again, they're
Oh yeah,
down.
sorry. The way they're supposed. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They're attacked. I'm sorry. You're right. My bad. I had it mirrored. That's my fault. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
It's
Thanks-
not a problem.
thanks, Alice.
So
Appreciate
this is going to be the squad of rookies. I'm going to see if I can get you guys a couple of icons just to indicate where the specialists are. But we're going to assume that the officer is with the rookies for right now. So you command the rookies and you're talking to these people and you're starting to initiate the mission. So like bossing rookies around, let's engage the mechanics, bossing rookies around and getting them to do what you want them to do is a martial role. Contrasted with discipline, which is getting them to not to do what you don't want them to do, like break in fear. So go ahead and give me a martial roll. This is risky for reasons that may not be clear yet, and to see like if the rookies do what you told them to do and how well they do it.
Okay. Is there a way I can make this desperate?
No.
Okay, that's why I wasn't seeing anything that was obvious, so I thought I would ask. Okay.
You could be like, rookie, please cross alone into the fog on the north bank and show back up if you live.
Aye, Captain.
It's the risk is established right now by your engagement die. So I
Yeah,
have an
right.
idea where the undead are and what's going on.
Ooh, yeah, setting up alarms in the mist would have been really good. Shit. All right, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything I can do here to. All right. I guess I'm just. You said a martial, right? Martial, risky, desperate.
Yep.
Martial risky.
Right. All right. Or martial,
Standard.
risky. I'm sorry, risky standard. I'm sorry, risky, desperate doesn't mean anything. Okay.
Risky desperate's a good
I'm gonna
match,
look to.
though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at. I'm gonna look at Ram. Right. I mean, do you go by Ram? Right.
Ram or Verda, either.
All right.
Like I said, I think we know each other, so
All right.
whatever like
Yeah, right.
more familial to you.
Right. So what I say is, so I'm like, all right, rookies, make it double, or you get the ram's horns, and that's like a thing. And then obviously I'm trying to say that you should either set me up or help me, whatever you want to do. But I'm looking at you as
Sure.
being my enforcer.
Yeah, I'm not going to spend a stress yet. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think more it's just if this fails, I'm going to discipline them. Like that's the plan more or less than help you right
Okay,
now.
sure, no problem.
But yeah, I'm gonna stand like right there, and fucking
Cool.
like I think you
All
just
right.
there's like like clank the tower shield on the fucking stone because I'll talk about it.
Yeah, then I'm gonna marshal them. All right. Risky, marshal, risky standard. No bonus dice. A 2.
Ooh, so things go south.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great. Brilliant.
Oh well,
Love it.
whatever.
It's sometimes that's how things start. So what's going
Please.
to happen is you see the rookies are
It
like
gets desperate, right? It gets desperate. It's part of a plan.
no.
Damn it. Okay.
So you see like 3 of the rookies are like pushing a cart over and like they get it down and they're like trying to discuss on how to stabilize it and stuff, and like 2 of them don't know what they're doing, but one of them actually has some technical acumen. One of them walks into a wagon and they kick the door a couple of times, they go inside, they come out, and the the lot of you are kind of standing there. You're taking satchel churches off. People are getting ready to like do whatever they need to do, and the rookie holds up, goes, "I found some lantern oil," and it goes, "and a big leg of lamb," and like everybody's like, "Oh, of course!" And then this figure just drops from like above, like where the rafters are, and like lands right next to the rookie, like stands up, and they have like a plague mask, like one of the doctors from like the 1400s, and lifts up a hand that has like basically knives coming off where the fingers should be, and just pulls it right across their throat, and like just like blood goes everywhere. And this rookie,
Like to defend the rookie.
Is that rookie me?
no. As a matter of fact, the tradition in this game is to look at the marshal and say, "Who is it that dies, Marshal?"
Ah.
But
Like which NPC?
I have the
was it?
charges.
It's true.
So I think it's gonna be Neen.
Neen
takes.
Neen dies horribly.
I would like to defend the rookie.
Awesome. So much like just so that I'm telling our audience, for those of you that are not familiar with blades, there is a mechanic called resistance, and you say nope, and you roll, and you can take stress upon yourself, but you can negate the consequences of bad actions. So the consequence here is that a rookie dies. So the heavy is attempting to interpose themselves and take the damage onto themselves. So go ahead.
So I think what's happening is, like I said, I was just fucking watching into the mist, right? And I think I see this figure like dropping out of the air, and I'm just gonna run, like shoulder bash the fucking rookie out of the way and bring that tower shield up just directly in front of it, and just so like it's hitting me now, and I'm a fucking wall of metal. I don't care.
Awesome. So you're gonna try and save the rookie. That's gonna be so this is basically a physical consequence. So go ahead and roll. Give me a prowess resist.
Cool. So 3 prowess die plus the 1 from Stoic, because I'm all about this shit. 6.
Nice.
So you take no stress, which is great. And then let me bloop. This is the wrong layer.
That is a good one for them. That is real good.
Oh hi. I am the one
hi.
attempting to memorize you. Oh hi.
Oh, hi.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, right. So what's going to happen is you're going to take 1 level of harm, or you're resisting the effect of the rookie getting hit, and you're also protecting the rookie. So traditionally, you would take 2 levels of harm because this is a risky situation. But because you resisted it down, you're going to take level 1 harm.
Is that including both fine metal and tower shield?
Yep.
Okay.
So like, yeah, there's this basically. So had you been in position and this thing was attacking you, you would have been in a controlled position. You would have been able to start at level 1 harm.
Sure.
But because what you're doing is like, no, and you shove the rookie out of the way, or like try and interpose yourself. This thing has a couple of clean swipes. So like the leather of your shoulder gets cut, and like it moves with no sound. It's basically just like almost like a liquid shadow. It like dances around you inside and out of your like shield formation and like hacks at you. Now you see sparks, and there's some like marks on your armor, but like you're okay. You're only taking level 1 harm cut.
Sure. I will. Yeah, I'll just take that straight up.
All right, cool. So you have some wounds here. Now, in addition to that, there are some scary freaking undead crawling up the tower, up the sides. Oh no, look at them coming.
Oh
So,
no.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, hi. So yeah, apparently the undead don't need to breathe, and they're coming up out of the waters. So yeah. Now,
But why are we blowing up this bridge?
because you're looking at an advanced party that has like maybe 10 people as opposed to an army, and
Right.
so
And they have siege weapons that can't swim.
Moreover, the river is swelling because, as I mentioned, it's raining, right? So like it's becoming more and more turbulent, and you're guessing that by morning it's going to be impassable for days. So you're hoping that if you blow the bridge, it's going to take them a couple of days for the river to settle down before they can advance further. So that's the plan. So yeah.
Well, I know what I'm doing. I don't know about everyone else.
I've got a bow and arrow. I'd like to pick off some of these guys.
Awesome. So it sounds like you are shooting.
Yes.
Cool.
Man, I don't actually have any dots and shoot. Well, that was a mistake. That's fine.
You have not made a single roll to date, so if you want to swap out a couple of points before your first
Yeah,
action, I will allow it.
think I want a shoot instead of a research.
Research is useful to have because it'll let you know what a thing is, but I think you're right, at least for now.
All right, I'll drop my maneuver down to 1. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
There we go.
So
In that case, I have 1 dot and shoot.
what are you shooting?
I think the guys over here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, perfect. So are you just like putting like are you using black arrows?
I think so. I got 5 shots of black arrows, and I think if we can clear these quickly, then I can place the charges and we can GTFO. So my plan is to put him down ASAP, and I think I'm gonna leave the big guy to the big guy, and just I'm gonna. Can I try to take out more than one, pushing it to a desperate action?
You can, but an arrow only generally, well, yeah, sure. We could say that you line it up and you try it. So like in general, black shot is this black metallic substance. So like when you guys have regular
Like-
black shot,
I was thinking like this is something where as they're coming up, like I have to like literally lean over the side to hit more than one of them with the arrow, because
awesome.
with
Yeah.
the black shot arrows they're gonna just like pop and go right through. So
Awesome.
yeah, cool. I love it. Let's do it. So because of that, I get a bonus die for being a daredevil. And my effect with this being desperate is that make it great effect? Or is it is it standard for what I want?
Yeah, great effect is fine.
Okay. And 1 bonus die. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. What do we got?
A crit. So
That's pretty good.
I'll take it.
So I think that there's this
Mark
moment.
XP.
Yeah.
I'm going to describe a thing, but I want you. Oh yeah, mark an XP for sure.
Got it.
I'm gonna do a thing here real quick. I'm gonna describe this, and I want you to feel free to add embellishments or say no. I want it to be like this. So like, I think that there's a moment where you see the first one, like you see the claw come up, and then you just like draw and you let loose an arrow. And the way black shot works is it's this black metallic substance, and if it even nicks an undead, lesser undead just deactivate, almost like their strings are cut. Greater undead, usually there's like a green fire that ejects from their wounds, but they don't like instantly die. And so like you put the arrow there, and you hear this thing start falling, and it hits one of its friends, which goes tumbling into the river and goes downstream. We're not even going to talk about it. And you like run up and jump as like the next one's like claw comes up, and you just like smack it with your bow. By the way, in real life, never do this. Your bows are not going to work. But in the movie of this show,
Right.
it also goes flying into the river.
Of course.
Is that cool?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Awesome. So I'm gonna switch real quick over to Eric. Eric, your rookies are like kind of freaking out. One of them is on their butt being defended by the marshal. The rest of them are like, one of them's like trying to frantically load some black shot into a gun to shoot the things that are coming over the edge. What are you doing to get these rookies in order?
Get that fucking bird-faced asshole off my bridge.
Uh,
I got that.
are you
so-
commanding them to assist the heavy?
Yes.
Okay.
I take
Cool.
a shot.
I mean, you're trying to get them off it, right, Alice? Like,
Oh yeah. I have this side. All I'm like, I promise you, I will have this covered. I'm more worried about those fuckers.
This is
Yeah,
this is
that's what it
Darkest
was.
Night.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of a troubling
Yeah.
situation. Marshall's giving orders.
no, I think if we can, we need to kill the boss thing.
Okay. Can you give me a discipline to like regiment them and stop them from being afraid and falling apart?
Sure. Can I ask for a devil's bargain?
Yeah, sure. Let me think of a good devil's bargain.
I have one.
No, I have a good one.
Okay.
They're all going to listen real good, but they're going to fire a bunch of their black shot load into that thing, which means that they might be out of black shot later on.
Yeah, they're like frightened, so they like overkill it or something.
Yeah, they're like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
one shot will usually kill a thing, and they're like putting 30 bullets in it. Half of them are gonna miss because they're rookies, but like, you know.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Awesome.
Is there a way I can make this martial?
No, because they're disorganized. You can take a controlled discipline and then roll martial, but you need to get them into shape first.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do that. I have to get them into shape. I gotta get them to help me. So. All right. What's my position?
I'm gonna say that it's
Controlled.
It's actually controlled right now. Yeah, because
Yeah.
well, no, I'm gonna say it's risky because there are undead coming over the right-hand side of the wall that are headed towards your rookies, and you're commanding them to ignore them and attack. That's the other thing.
Right.
Some of the rookies might get attacked.
Right. Yeah. So I'm like, for the Legion, cut off their head and the body will die. And so risky standard.
Yeah. Risky
Okay.
standard.
Cool. And I'm getting a bonus die here. 6.
Nice.
There we go.
Awesome.
All right,
so
then I have to marshal them, right?
your rookies are in shape. They know what they're doing. This rookie even like takes up an appropriate position with their allies. Ginge, you're kind of like our sample rookie here. So do you want to assist? Do you want to make the shot? What is
shot.
Awesome. So that's shoot. And you mentioned you've played Blades before, so you probably know what to do here.
I was actually gonna do skirmish, see if I could get up behind it.
Okay. So you're
Just
actually
between
like
them.
yelling and charging in.
She's sneaky, so I could either roll as my scout for stealth and then just get up behind it and try to shank it.
I think that's absolutely a thing you can do.
Okay.
Would it be scout or would it be maneuver?
Maneuver is for physical
Obstacle.
acts of speed,
Yeah.
running and climbing. So if the question here was, what is the difficulty? Is the difficulty crossing the 10 feet to shank it? Or is the difficulty making sure it doesn't murder you and it's occupied with the heavy?
That
And-
part.
Exactly. And Ginge presented a pretty compelling argument one way. So I think Scout's totally fine here.
Yeah, like if I had to go over one of the wagons or something because I was on the other side of it, maybe.
Even then, Scouts, if the problem that you're trying to address is sneaking, you can still roll Scout for it.
Okay.
But yeah, cool. So go ahead and give us your Scout.
Just give it a straight roll.
Yeah.
Okay, risky, standard, go.
All right. Awesome.
Sort of sneaky.
So I'm gonna frame it from Alice's perspective. So Alice, you're fighting this thing, and it's you're heavy. So what do you look like? Describe your armor.
So it's like tight fitted like plate mail almost, right? Like all very nice form, like full on helmet that like you can only see like her eyes, and they're like steely blue, and like ram horns on the side. And like I said, she's like 6'5", 6'6". She looks like she could fucking juggle barrels for fun. And so like tower shield in one arm that's like huge, and imagine like bladed at the bottom so it can like use to be cut off limbs, and like a giant little bauble thing here that's used to like crush in skulls, and then a flail in the other hand. And so I'm just like tower shield, like standing in front of this thing and just waiting, like fucking swinging.
So your flail goes through, and this thing is just like liquid. It like folds down, and it's like shadowy robes like go out, and then it's like leaping over the flail. But your tower shield's stopping most of the attacks. It's like melee range of this much, and you've got quite a bit of control. And then all of a sudden, you see this rookie appear. And Ginge, what kind of weapon are you using?
This is like a young girl with a shaved head, and she's just put her gun down and picked up blades from either of her boots, and she's just sneaking around like a creep like this to try to get up behind it.
Awesome. So by the way, I'm gonna tell you a thing. The Legion's like, yeah, you're really not supposed to use knives in combat because reach is important, but you're going back on your ways. Maybe you were a thief or something, and I don't know your time yet. And you this thing, like there's one point where it like swings down, and like one of its like claws gets jammed up in the heavy shield for a split second, and you just pounce in and like hammer at it. Do you like try and slice its neck? Do you stab it a bunch in the back? Like what is your attack?
Trying to dislocate if she can get up behind, like, reach her arms up and just either side.
Oh
And
yeah.
she's doing that till she can pry it off, maybe.
Do you make any sound? Do you like scream when you're doing it, or is it like just quiet?
Nope, she's trying to just. Maybe you
yeah.
accidentally got stabbed. Don't turn around.
Yeah, so you jump up and you hammer it in, and as you'll note, there is one surviving lone undead here in addition to it.
Yeah.
So you kill that thing, but the undead, like basically that has been like crawling up this whole time. As you're like hammering this in, it gets a hold of you and it like bites in, almost like tries tearing your flesh off. So you get like a wound, and that's when you hear the crack of rifles and like Blackshot hammers through, and both of those are going to die. But you're going to take level 2 harm and level 1 corruption.
Oh, good.
I will defend her.
Awesome. In which case,
You're the one that wanted to be the heavy.
Oh yeah, I had to have.
I guess I'll save you with all this armor I have.
I guess.
what
I think, like,
Begrudgingly.
she does not say it out loud. She will yell afterwards, but in the speech bubble, if this were a comic, it's just fucking rookies. And yeah,
I got one, and you're like, God damn it.
Yeah. So
what
I
does
think
this look like?
so the crow's the good one that's going to be getting level 2 harm, right?
Well, it's a risky situation. There's a lot of combat. Some of it might be Blackshot hitting.
Oh.
Like
So yeah, I think it's literally just like I mentioned, like the blades stuck on the bottom of the tower shield. I think I literally stick it in the ground facing the rookies, like so she doesn't get shot because they're gonna fucking put a bullet in her. And then I just come in and like fucking like I don't even think I used the flail because I might accidentally hit her if it ducks. So I just grab the crow by like with fucking arm and just snap its neck while like she's fucking so like trying to protect her. So it like might claw at my neck or something.
How do you deal with the thing that's jumping on her shoulder?
Yeah, that's like I thought it was the
Oh, okay,
crow.
yeah,
So,
that's
like,
what you're grabbing. No, it's a standard rodder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So this is what happens. This thing jumps on you, and it's like jaw opens, and it goes to bite you, and then you see like a hand come over and like basically like snap its neck and like half rip off the head because it's like rotting. You see like one of its eyes is milky, and there's pustules and stuff like coming out of it. So I think you have to roll resist. And
Sure.
There are 2 resistances here, one of which is, well, actually, no, you have really heavy armor and it's only using teeth. I think this is just a physical resist for you, heavy.
Cool. That is the plan.
All right, chuck 4 dice at it.
5. I'll take a stress.
All right, cool.
She just
Oh.
turns around and is like, thanks.
Yeah, so harm, out of curiosity?
You resisted. It was going to be a level 1 because it's basically the teeth of a rotter, which is a threat 1 enemy, and
cool.
so you negate it. You're good.
Awesome.
Right.
So I think like fucking pus dripping off the armor. She has the flail still in one hand, and I think she just fucking stares at you and is like, "Get back in fucking formation, rookie!" And then goes to fucking
Righto.
charge.
She just goes over and gets her gun again.
All right.
Right.
So go ahead, Eric.
Oh, I just wanted to remark. It's like I hopefully it was clear that I chose to do that thing and risk danger to the squad because I'm vicious. I just wanted to real quick.
Just putting that out there, just in case anybody missed it.
And in case like I'm not dumb. There's a reason. Okay, sorry.
Cool.
Hopefully that qualifies. But anyways, that's for after the game. Right.
So how are you dealing with the additional rotters that are coming over the side there?
I don't know. How's my heavy dealing with the additional riders coming out of the side there? I gotta
There's a second
send them
where
over
I
there.
can't be doing it. That's
Yep.
all.
The heavy and the one rookie, your ace rookie,
Right.
is over there. They've just finished off the remainder of those troops. Actually, let's pause this for a second. I'll get back to the same question that I gave you, Eric.
Okay.
But Kelsa,
Yes.
you've managed to knock away everything else that was climbing up on that side for right now, and you're trying to peer down in the darkness of the waters to see if something additional is climbing up, but you can't see anything necessarily.
Okay.
What are you doing? Do you look around and do you grab the charges and go diving up? What are you?
I think it's time to do that. I think it's time to grab the charges that the heavy dropped for me, and see if I can get those into place.
Cool. So the question that I have for there's no action or difficulty picking up a couple of charges. But the question that I have for you is, how are you going over the side? Do you have ropes and or climbing gear?
That wasn't an option on my thing unless Soldier's Kit includes that.
It does not, but I do have an option for you.
Okay.
So this is the time in the game when we talk about specialist abilities. So each one of you
That's right,
has a
yes.
cool specialist ability, except the rookie. I'm sorry, rookie. But your specialist ability is called Scrounge, which
Mhm.
means that you can. Everybody has a unique one. You start with 1 dot in it. I didn't catch if you put an extra one or not.
I did not.
But you can spend your Scrounge to say, you know what? I look around the bridge, and of course there's some rope and climbing stuff in these wagons. I'm just going to grab that, and then you just have it. Now it's an additional item that you found on the mission, because like the scout special ability is they can find food for their troops, or they can like find gear in the middle of a scene.
Yeah, got it. Totally gonna use that. Thank you for reminding me that that was a thing. So yeah, I'm in a, I'm like, I like look over the side. I don't see anything coming, and then I, see that the heavy's taking care of the big guy, and I, head over to that wagon, and I'm like, I'm going to need a hand in a minute, and I like start collecting all the rope.
Awesome. Are you planning to tie it up while they're still fighting, or do you like help with the fight? Are you getting ready to go over the edge? Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start like getting it ready. I mean, is there anywhere I could mount it to, or
Absolutely.
Okay.
I didn't draw every detail of the bridge, so there's obviously like, I'm in my mind.
broken
ahead.
saint statues and stuff like that on the bridge.
Okay.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just-
you can
Yeah.
definitely. There's no role involved. That's just
yeah, I think that's what I'm doing with my time, because I
You're
took
planning.
out I took out the immediate threat that was blocking me from doing my job. Now I'm gonna do my job. Your all
Awesome.
job is to keep me alive.
Exactly.
which
No,
is why we zoom back on the officer.
You took the words out of my mouth and said I was literally going to say exactly, protect her or protect. What's your character's pronouns?
She, her.
She. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. No, it's like seriously, protect her with your lives, troops. Rally and and I either want to marshal them over there, or but like I'm basically going. Do I have a banner? Do I have something that like? I mean, it's a small enough space that it probably doesn't matter. But
So
like
there
I'm
is,
gonna rattle my saber and be like, help! Like make like nothing can befall her. Right.
So the officer actually has a banner, but it states that you can tell us who else is forced to carry it for you.
You don't
it's
carry
part
your
of your
banner.
Yeah.
A rookie does.
Yeah.
That's also true.
Also, actually, what I'm hoping to do is put that banner on my back with fucking mule. That's kind of what I want to do at some point. Just as a heads up.
Okay. All right.
Cool. So
Um,
I'm just gonna put. Are you in front of your rookies or behind your rookies?
I'm behind my rookies for sure.
Oh, okay.
Are you kidding me?
He has a real shield. He has shields.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm going to take one rookie and put it up here. The rest of these rookies are desperately trying to hold off, and these undead are coming across. Cool. So, give me a martial roll.
All right.
Let's talk about this position. So,
Yeah.
your rookies don't have a lot of shields and stuff, and you're telling them to get in a defensive formation, and there's a bunch of the crow died. So you guys know this. When a controlling force of the undead dies, a lot of them just kind of like zone out, and they become like feral but completely unorganized. They'll charge and try to attack you, but there's no formation, there's no tactics, there's no anything else coming with it, right?
Yeah.
And these guys are not manifesting that behavior. So there's something else on this battlefield that you're not 100% aware of.
Oh, that's good to know. Shit. Let me
So
see.
it's cool. So I think this is risky because you're commanding a squad of rookies and they're fighting a force of roughly equal size, and one or two of them might get wounded. I don't think that there's going to be deaths here. So give me actually, that feels pretty controlled. So give me a controlled martial.
Let me see. Hold on. How do I get it? Through enforcing discipline.
You already did that.
I know, but I'm just thinking about how could I incentivize someone. Okay, so here's something I want to say. I'm going to actually give my soldiers a challenge. I'm going to say soldier with the I'm thinking of exactly what I would say in character, but the spirit of what I'm trying to get at would be the character who gets the most number of kills on this bridge gets my bottle of finest brandy.
Oh, okay.
So like I think I would say so I probably just call out and be like oh wait, what's Ram's like, great job, Ram. Rest of you, the number one, like the one with the most kills gets the swig of the, I don't know,
good stuff.
the swig of the good stuff, and I want to use that as a to help get me
So what
something
this feels like. So what this feels like is that you're saying, can I set up my rookies with consort?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Now, mind you, this is a risky roll. I'm not going to say why, but you're going to find out.
I know. Well, can I make them desperate by them being overzealous about doing this? Like, can I get really excited about it? Can I push for greater effect here? For them to like really feel inspired about this brandy, or like in the Legion?
Sure.
Then yeah, it's like this, like yeah, like this
Sure.
bridge is ours, and the one who gives me the most heads here, like gets the full bottle.
I have to warn you, they will die if you don't roll a 6.
Lotus is over here like, I already get it.
You say that like that's a bad thing.
It is.
No, it is a bad thing.
It's a very bad thing.
That's okay. Yeah, that's what it is.
Cool. I'm gonna actually push myself here. Or wait, can I ask for a devil's bargain?
Y-
Yeah, I mean, I'm asking for a devil's bargain.
There's no additional devil's bargain for your setup.
Double me up. Okay, fine.
Please.
Then I'm gonna push myself. Okay. I'm pushing myself, so I'm rolling 3 dice for my consort.
Sounds great.
Okay, I have a plan.
Is this great effect?
Oh yeah.
Because I pushed. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Cool. I'm just making sure. And dice
There's
say
a 6.
a 6.
Boom.
Yes.
So-
Okay, I don't have to use the plan. We're good.
Don't.
They're pushing
That's the-
themselves, and you don't, and none of them die in the process. So you have set up your marshal. Your marshal is now controlled, and go ahead and give me your marshal roll. It is now at great effect.
Hell yeah. And I say, that's the spirit for the Legion. And do I want a devil's bargain for my actual roll? Yes, I do. Tell me. Give me.
You just love them devil's bargains. I mean, I do too.
You should-
So
I love asking for every additional die possible, and it
I
screws
don't
me up in the long term. Absolutely, I'm charging
do
that.
it.
Give me that. I have a credit card here, and I'm just doing
Oh,
this.
yeah, sure.
Give it to me.
I'll give you a devil's bargain on that marshal. It's the fact that the rookies are so overzealous and pushing forward that one of the undead is going to sneak through and basically like attack you.
Oh hell yeah! Give me
All
that.
right. Take a harm and a corruption.
Well, first, can I make my roll? Oh wait, I can't.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's without resisting.
Yeah,
Wait,
you
you never
can't
said I
resist
can't
that.
resist.
Can't resist
That was
it.
not part of the bargain.
Yep.
Is it?
That is part of it.
You can
Oh.
say no. You can
Oh,
say
okay.
like, yeah, I don't want to take that. That's okay.
Oh no, I'll take that. That's fine. I'll take a harm and corruption. Level 1 harm, correct? Level
Level
1.
1 harm, 1 corruption.
What's that? Scratch.
Is there a
Yeah.
backup commander? I'm waiting in a bush to come out.
Marshall.
Officers
All right, cool.
are really tough to make because a rookie needs to become a soldier, and then a soldier can promote to an officer. There's
Is
We
it
actually really don't want this officer to die as
risky?
much as
Is it risky into great?
risky great, yeah.
Okay.
Or
No,
you
no. Is it controlled great? Didn't
Is
you
it-
say?
Great.
Yeah, controlled great. My bad.
Sorry.
Because you set it up.
Okay. Yeah. Is it? I mean, is it bad for me to constantly ask for that stuff? Is that annoying to make sure that?
The rolls will handle it, and it will
Okay.
end poorly, but that's okay.
All right. I just want. I
I'm
mean,
not gonna
also
choose
just
it.
in terms of like me, just also I'm speaking more so just like confirming risky standard great control and like
Yeah.
just making sure I put the.
Controlled great. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. Cool. And I get a bonus die to this because of
Taking wounds and
that-
corruption.
taking that devil's bargain. A 5.
Awesome.
I'll take that.
So, controlled means none of them die. But there is a moment when, so like your scout has like bundled herself up and like made like a rope harness and tied off a rope and is getting ready to go over the edge. The heavy and, I'm sorry, Ginge, what is your rookie's name? It's like Red Flying Lotus. Or
Lotus.
something?
Yep.
Lotus. So the heavy and Lotus have finished off their section of the bridge, and your rookies are like laughing and like attacking. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get the brandy, and they're like all like going all in, right?
Mhm.
And then there is a like you guys don't see this because you're all focused on your individual problems. But the camera just kind of like pans up a little bit, and you realize that somewhere in that cloud of greenish kind of toxic looking fog on the other shore, there is a motion big enough that the fog is displaced.
I was
And
So
there's
question-
I'm gonna resist that.
with that's actually impossible because this is a thing that's in the fog.
I don't believe
But I'll
you.
tell you.
I'm just kidding.
I'll tell you what you can resist though.
Yeah, that's fair.
There is a moment where there's just the slightest sound, and then whipping across the bridge at such intense velocity that your little cart barricade shatters is something just winged at like 180 miles an hour, the corpse of a horse. It just like comes zooming in and like blows through the carts and like sends out that wood flying like shrapnel.
Okay.
You hear Lotus in the background. The barricade's down.
I'm going to resist that terror, and here's how.
Yeah.
With resolve, because you can't be afraid so much if you can see it, and so I'm firing my flare gun at it, spending one charge of it so we can see what's in the fog.
Absolutely.
And get a better idea, and that means, because they're in such good spirits, it's not going to be a problem. So I'd like to resist that, and I think I'm trying to say that's resolve.
In the like cinematic thing of this, I think you like shoot the flare gun over my shoulder because like I'm fucking like walking forward to like fucking
get ready for it.
Yeah, because
you're filling in.
Yeah. Like I'm fucking just standing there, like it's a combination of one, you can see it now, but also they're gonna take care of it, right?
Yeah, you're filling in the rank where the cart was.
Yeah,
I was trying to say. Yeah, and cool. So yeah, I'm gonna mark that using my my one of my shots of my flare gun, and I'm going to resist with resolve here. Is that fair?
Please do. Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
So I don't get any bonus dice for that. But I'm rolling 4 dice, so
That's a lot of dice.
and I can roll a 3, so fucking whatever.
It's okay. You take 3 stress. It's fine.
Yep. Okay.
The rookies, you see their hearts end for a second, and then you're like, hold, and you fire that flare gun, and you put on this show of bravado, and they look to you, and then they get their like weapons ready because they've killed the undead. We'll just we'll deal with that here in a second. That was never in question. But what you see, like as your flare goes up, and then it like does that thing where it like ignites and it shines light, and the clouds, the greenish mist that this thing is on parts, and this 12 to 13 foot figure starts like stepping out, and it's walking on its knuckles like some sort of gorilla, and you see that it's actually got like multiple faces of people sewn together. And it's got like undead riding on it. It's got like hooks on it and stuff. And that light shines upon it and it looks at all of you. And then it screams out of its 10 mouths. And we go to break.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the perfect place to go.